Hey, we are doing the STAAR ALT 2 training. I'm going to break it down into two parts because there are only 18 slides, so I'll do the first half and then the second half. The first half is basically telling you which students qualify for STAAR ALT 2, which you already know this because you have them in class every day. Who takes STAAR ALT 2? It's students with significant cognitive disabilities. They exhibit some type of significant intellectual and adaptive behavior deficits in their ability to plan, comprehend, and reason, and also indicate adaptive behavior deficits that limit their ability to apply social and practical skills such as dressing, eating, using money, and other functional skills across the life domains. They require extensive, direct, individualized instruction, and you already know this because they're in your classroom with you every day. There's a small population that takes STAAR ALT 2. It's just 1%. 1 out of 100 students are assessed with STAAR ALT 2, and I think at Broadus ours may be over that limit, but we get a waiver from the state, so we're okay there. Evidence must be provided indicating eligibility. As I stated, they require specialized instruction, intensive individualized instruction. They have a significant cognitive disability, and their eligibility is not based on their racial or economic background, if they're an English language learner, if they've had a lot of absences, if they have disruptive behavior or emotional distress. None of that is included in why they would take STAAR ALT 2. We fill out participation requirements, so that's documented in the ARDS. There are some STAAR ALT 2 training modules, and I will send you the link for that. It's kind of like the regular STAAR modules. You'll just take that and at the end print your name in the certificate and return it to me. It does not replace this training that I'm giving you, but it's just a supplement. These are some STAAR ALT 2 key dates. We're going to have a preview window here. I know some of you have been asking when that starts. It's March 15th through March 26th. And then our assessment window is here, which I'm going to allow you guys some flexibility with when you want to test, what day, what student. We just have to be sure we have it done by May 7th. What grade subjects are tested with STAAR ALT 2? 3 through 8 you see there, and then end of course. They don't retest for STAAR ALT 2. Okay, so let's say we have a student enroll on the March 28th date. They do not have to be tested. But if they were in our district before the first date, it says here, students who transfer within the same district after the first day of STAAR ALT 2 testing window must still be tested by the district where the student is enrolled. So we'll take care of that for you. Again, here's some STAAR ALT 2 webpage updates if you're interested in looking at that. We have the STAAR ALT 2 manual. Test administrator manual will be an online document and not contain any secure material. The test kit will contain teacher test booklet, student test booklet, and image cards. Teacher test booklet will contain only secure test items. And there's going to be new covers for all test booklets. So we want to be sure that that is kept securely and that no one can see that who doesn't need to see it ahead of time. It says here about some field test items. Since 2020, we had COVID and we were not able to test. They're going to add those 4 field test items to the 2021 administration. So all grades and subjects except for writing 4 and 7 have 28 test items. And normally you have 24. So there's going to be 4 more because we didn't get to test last year. And it says here, writing 4 and 7 will only use 24 of the 28 spaces. Test administrator training reminders. We just want to use the online test administrator manual. I can print that out for y'all. We're going to have our preview window, which I know you're going to be excited to look at. We're going through your roles and responsibility, test security. You're not going to want to share or tell your student about what's on the test beforehand because that would be cheating. Not talk about it afterwards, during, any of that. And I'm going to let you guys schedule when you want to give the test as long as we're within that window, and be sure to provide each student with their accommodation and then return the materials back to me. And again, all training is going to be completed by March 12th. That includes regular STAAR, STAAR ALT 2, oral administration. All the training is done by March 12th. Who should administer STAAR ALT 2? Ideally, it's going to be you because you have that student in your room every day. So you know where they're at, what accommodations they have, and how the students work. We're not going to use aides to give tests. They're going to be home monitors. And let's see. We just want you to remember that there's the preview window. You can practice reading the script and following the presentation instructions before presenting the test. Review the scoring instructions for the third item in each cluster to plan the teacher assistance that will be used for each student. Review the student booklet and image cards to plan and prepare accommodations for the students as needed. The preview window is not a pre-teach window. So when you're previewing, you are not allowed to go to the student and, give them a review or study them up. That is not what that's for. The preview window is to help you give the test in a manner that is comfortable for you so that the student has the best opportunity possible. So again, down here, any presentation of secure test items or secure test material to a student prior to the administration of the test is considered a serious irregularity and should be reported as such. So we definitely do not want to give any help or suggestions to our student when we're in the preview window. It is just to help you give the test in a comfortable manner. Here we go with image cards. Students must be presented the test stimulus from the test student booklet with the image cards as an optional support. Image cards are an optional tool used to support the text with images and present one answer choice at a time. The test administrator may use the same set of image cards for multiple students in the same grade level as long as the cards are clean. There's nothing written on them, no answers, no hints, they're not bent, anything like that. So we don't want any kind of appearance whatsoever of accommodations applied, highlighting, texture, etc. So they have to be the same card for every student with nothing pointing to a certain response. Our testing environment, we're going to want to prepare that testing environment to minimize distractions. We're going to want to maintain the confidentiality of test material and the responses. Again, you're administering the STAAR ALT 2 test where it's one-on-one. We're not going to have any cameras or anything like that. So that's the end of part 1. If you have any questions, definitely let me know and I will find the answer for you.